And in the day of his fierce anger, and it shall be as the chased roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land.
That's right, man. So you know, spiritually, we're getting racist out here. Okay, look at right here. You got a group of young Drake men. Okay, look at over there. You have a group of Edomites. We're not a mixed society no more. Society has turned to their own people. Okay, you don't see a so-called white man hanging out with a so-called black man very often nowadays and getting along. Okay, you see Jake in their natural habitat. You see Esau, and you see him separate. You see Moab separate because Moab don't really mess with Esau. Every man is turning to his own kind, his own kindred, his own brethren in this day. Okay, because I see it in where I work. Okay, you got Edomites that come in almost every day. They never ever have a so-called black man with them. Or when a so-called black man comes into my work, okay, he's never with a so-called white man, or when he is, it's one of those, you know, Uncle Tom ass Tobias.
Yeah, sell out niggas.
Exactly,
Yeah.
or a fat, to be real, or a so-called fatty. So, you know, all his people are turning to his own kind. That's the actual prophecy that we're watching happen, you know, as we live, as we see. And I just wanted to make that an emphasis because that's scripture, man. And I've been hitting on that for a while. I even talked to my pops about it, man. That was an important scripture because I'm watching it happen. But continue, brother.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Okay, so that's onto Esau, the house of Esau. Anyone that's joined into the house of Esau is going to fall by the sword. Okay, and their children as well. If you're the house of Esau, if you're not of these people, man. Okay, and that's the Lord saying that. Okay, prophesying your destruction. That's what we doing over here.
You going straight to slavery, little man.
So that you get ran through by the sword.
Exactly what we doing.
He said, what are you doing? Prophesying your destruction, Lord, man.
This for you.
Go ahead, continue that.
Their children shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Exactly. That little kid gonna be dashed to pieces before he saw eyes, man. I say that with hopeful intent.
Yeah, his dad didn't look like want to look over here at all.
No, his dad knew. His dad was like head down and shame.
Shame face.
Devil, man. Go ahead, bro.
Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Okay, so the day of the Lord, when there's no police out here to govern, okay, ain't nobody gonna beat Jake down when Jake is dominant, because we are dominant in the survival of the fit world. Okay, we gonna take y'all down, man. We gonna run up in your house, take your food, get at your wife. You know, take your possessions. What you got on my next rollie? Scoop up your rollie, scoop up your bins, and be gone.
When that 911 button don't work no more.
Hopefully. Lord willing.
What? 1-800-YAWDOWN?
Yeah, it is 1-800-YAWDOWN. When the 911 don't work, man. You heathens out here, you love that 911, and I've experienced this and dealt with my own personal life. White people love calling the police, and in that day, don't matter what you are, what you doing, man. The police ain't gonna answer because it's gonna be a busy sound. And in that day, we gonna see if you really bout it.
What you bout, Esau?
Or you gonna fall by the sword.
Oh man, go ahead, skip down to 18, yo.
Come. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Okay, so Esau gonna be out here a smooth killer, man, smooth murderer. Okay, he's gonna shoot down your children. He's gonna shoot down your grandma. Yeah, your grandpappy. He's gonna shoot down your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your auntie, your baby's mama, your baby's daddy. He gonna kill y'all all. Okay, he's not playing. And the Lord's doing that really because who's controlling Esau? So like I said, there's righteous execution of judgment all over the place, man. People are gonna start dying at a massive amount. Okay? People that walk around like that. Like Slim Shady, these and shit.
Stay
Smoking a cigarette, talking about.
Stay with it, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, stay with that, man. Okay, see where that gets you.
Yeah, keep
He's
that.
an Edomite anyway. He gonna die slow anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what he's
You're gonna die or die fast.
Just ignore the devil, man. Keep the order.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. And we're gonna jump down to 14, and then I'm gonna get Revelations. Okay, go 13 and 19.
All right, you want me to do 14?
Yeah.
Just from the top? All right, this is chapter 14 in Isaiah. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob.
Go ahead and break that one down, bro.
That one's pretty much self-explanatory there. I mean, that's going to be the return of Israel, the return of Yasharallah, and these heathen nations and these other nations that are around. Talking about the Edomites, which is the son of perdition, and then talking about the heathen nations, which is the tribes or nations like Ishmael, the heathen tribe or the heathen nations. They're going to be brought unto us, and they're going to be serving us now.
And we're gonna get you'll get the Israelites too
Now that you said
out
that,
of
let
that.
me actually get this. This is Revelations 13 and 9. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Go ahead and break that down.
That's Esau's scripture right there, going to Esau, because what group of people were put into slavery in the world throughout history? There's only one steady group of people that were put into slavery and enslaved and sold as bondmen and bondwomen.
Get that too.
That's the so-called African Americans, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, man. We were the only people that were sold and
Go ahead, keep
brought across brought throughout the world as slaves, man. We were
via slave trade, funded by the so-called Jews that you claim to be the holy people.
Khan, and he that leadeth into captivity, that's the execution of the Lord's law. That's the law of the Lord. If you lead into captivity, thus saith the Lord, thou shalt be put into captivity. So Esau, for his crimes against our nation of Israel, putting our people through captivity, the so-called African Americans, so-called Native Americans, and so-called Latinos, your ass is going into slavery now. That's the judgment towards the Edomites. Your ass is going into slavery for that.
And this is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Okay, let me just break down Egypt again. Okay, so if you're in Israel, if you're in the land of Israel, giving it to the Israelites, and you have to go to Egypt, you wouldn't have to take ship. Okay, first and foremost. Secondly, being Egypt, if you break it down in Latin and in Greek, it actually translates into house of slavery or house of bondage or house of shackles. Okay, and what do you see on a dollar bill? Okay, America is the modern day Egypt. They love Egypt. They worship it. It's idolatry. They worship it. They have the obelisk here. They have the pyramid here, and they worship and put on all the makeup like they did in Egypt. Okay, this is spiritually modern day Egypt. Okay, and the Lord brought us here by way of ship. Okay, what group of people, being us, the Israelites, the house of Yasharallah, being the 12 tribes, went into slavery again by slave ship into Egypt. Okay, we went back into spiritual Egypt when we came here to America by way of ship. And by the way, wherefore I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. There ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondwomen and bondmen, and no man shall buy you. Okay, so meaning no man shall buy you. Ain't nobody that can save us from this captivity. We in this, we have to go to work. We have to do abominable things that we really don't want to do. We have to basically fuel Esau's world and suffer in this captivity and bondage, knowing that we're in captivity and bondage, man. That's one of the wisdom make a righteous man go mad. Okay, that's America, man. This is captivity. This is our slavery. This is our house of bondage. And you so-called niggas love it, man. And I can't stand it. You love captivity. You love to be in bondage. You love to be oppressed. It's at a point now where I don't even understand my own people because we have not the same mindset. Okay, you have a mindset of the oppressed. You love it. I have a mindset of fuck the oppressor.
Yeah, that's right.
You know? Fuck the oppressor. That's where I'm at. And you ignorant coons, you ignorant 2/3 turds, man. Let me stop cussing because that's just gonna drop. But still, man. Rude speech. But still, man, okay? I'm just tired of that. Go ahead, brother. Continue on 14.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Let me break that down.
So just as I was saying before, for being put into captivity and being put in through this bondage and through this hell, that's gonna be what you heathens and what you Edomites reap, and you're gonna reap it twice full. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna reap it more. You're gonna reap it to its third to fourth degree. And now since we were captives, y'all are gonna be our captives, which captives we were. We've been in captivity for 400, 500 years now.